It's the mother of all clashes. Record 7-time champions, India take on 2-time winners Pakistan in the Asia Cup. With the constant changing and chopping and with the return of key players from injuries, do India have their bases covered ahead of the marquee clash? That's what we are going to discuss in this live. Hello and welcome to WION World of Sport Xtra. I am Nikhil Mathur and I'm joined by my sports editor Digvay Singh Deo and by my colleague Vidur Kathuria.
New look again?
New look
We're
again.
experimenting.
Yeah.
Vidur Kathuria is not experimenting, we are.
But in all shades of blue.
We're not supposed to be biased, are we? But the game's tomorrow.
Yeah. So the middle order conundrum has been haunting the men in blues ever since the 2019 World Cup, and with KL Rahul unavailable for the first two matches, it remains their biggest concern.
Why are both of you not putting me on the mat straight away? Same thing yesterday. You're asking me banal questions. Ask me who's going to win the game.
Taking it easy.
Because we will be
You're setting it up.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Like a gentle loosener outside off stump.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be Sehwag and hit it over extra cover, is it?
Or you can leave it. Just leave it.
just like Rahul Dravid.
Very aggressive. Very aggressive. I think this game, and I've covered a fair bit of these games in my life. This game is about handling the occasion. But I just think India are a bit undercooked. I would have put the Pakistan team as favourites, considering they have a game under their belt in this tournament. But they've also had to fly from Multan down to Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
So perhaps that evens it out. If they had played their first game in Sri Lanka and won it the way they did, I would have put both teams, given Pakistan a sort of slight advantage. So talking about India, I think they have to hit the ground running. It is an India-Pakistan game. For them, first up, it's not the first game for Pakistan. I doubt if Pakistan are going to make any changes.
Yeah, I think they have settled playing
Settled
11.
Maybe a couple of spots in that middle order, lower middle order, maybe still up for grabs. Maybe they want to experiment. But for India, we last played a one-day series in Ireland.
No, that was T20.
T20, right?
Ireland was T20 when Bumrah
And
left.
Bumrah came back.
West Indies.
Yeah. So it's been a while, and obviously a lot of players are coming back as well. Rahul not fully fit, Shreyas Iyer, Bumrah coming back.
Back to ODI,
So
yeah.
they're still trying to search for that perfect combination as well. But and that's not, you don't want to experiment too much going into a big game like this. But I think this format gives India a chance to experiment straight up.
Yeah.
So I think you'll see a much more proper view of where India are going to be at the World Cup towards the back end when you go into the Super 4 stage and once the bottom two teams have been eliminated.
You know, before the discussion, we were talking about the playing 11. What do you think is going to be the playing 11 tomorrow? With Ishan Kishan, the only wicketkeeper available.
Well, I think, Ishan Kishan will find his place in the 11. I think there are only maybe a couple of spots that are up for grabs. Rohit will open with Shubman Gill.
No, hang on.
Yeah.
This is the problem here.
Yeah,
So if
but-
Ishan is the only wicketkeeper which India have, then they have to open with him.
Yeah.
But do you want to tinker with your best openers?
Best openers.
But that's the conundrum, right?
Yeah.
India tinkered with that combination in the West Indies, and look where that landed Shubman Gill.
Yeah.
So I think that's now the big concern is you have, with no Rishabh Pant, with no KL Rahul, Ishan Kishan has to play. Sanju Samson's on standby, he can't play.
he can't play.
So if Ishan Kishan plays, do you bat him at 4 or 5? Is that the answer? I don't think so. Now, then these are the problems which the Indian team is facing.
See,
Of course.
Where do you see?
Ishan Kishan's best position, the one he prefers, is obviously opening. Now, whether India are willing to play Shubman Gill down the order, I'm not too sure about that.
Because if Shubman doesn't
These are
open,
questions that need answering.
because if Shubman doesn't open, I think Kohli is sure shot your number 3.
Yeah, because see, if Shubman doesn't play 3, Kohli has to play 3.
Kohli has to play, and then 4 is Shreyas Iyer because Rahul Dravid has been earmarking him from the beginning of this year that he is my number 4. And where does
can then Shubman Gill play 5? I don't think he's a finisher.
No. I think Shubman Gill has to play either at 3 or 4, if not opening. And number 5, Shubman Gill, he hasn't.
Again,
But
go back. Let's go back. Why tamper with Kohli's spot?
Kohli?
If you are Rahul Dravid and obviously Rohit's there and Kohli's part of the conversation, why do you tinker with that spot?
You don't. That's why I think they have no option but to play Ishan Kishan in the middle order, because you don't want to tinker in the. It's your first match. It's a big game. Rohit Sharma is your captain. He will open, and along with him,
Shubman's not in good form as well. West Indies.
Yeah,
couple of,
but in
lot
the
of
sec-
failures.
but he
one good innings.
yeah
I think it's a trade-off that India have to make. Shubman Gill, he had a brilliant start to the year, and India have backed him, and I think they will continue to back Shubman Gill and Rohit Sharma as the opening pair, because this is the opening pair that India want at the World Cup. So I think they will open the batting.
Okay, so then Ishan plays, but Ishan plays at then 5.
Ishan plays at 5.
Or you take a punt and put Ishan at 4, because that still gives him the opportunity to build an innings. Or you want to put him in that punt-like situation that unleash him in the last 10. But even the IPL, he's not that kind of a player who will play down the order. If you want to go down the order, you go with Tilak Verma.
Yeah, that's an interesting option. He hasn't made his
Finisher,
debut.
right? Surya Kumar Yadav has not been India's answer to that finishing problem once this guy got injured, right?
Yeah.
So Tilak Verma has come in that position for exactly that. He is that number 6. He's going to destroy the attacks. Do what Iftikhar did in the last game.
But then who is going to sit out? Shubman or
That's what we are started discussing. Okay, let's say Rohit is sure, right?
Yeah.
Rohit opens.
Yeah.
Virat at 3. So then we have 4. So if you have Ishan opening, and Ishan, the only place Ishan Kishan can play is, I think we're all in agreement he's going to open, right? Or you think he can play 5 with Tilak Verma there? Ishan Kishan is playing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
can
the
it
only wicket keeper, so he
Unless
plays.
Rahul Dravid puts it that way.
Yeah, back like the 2003 World Cup.
But
But
Rohit opens, Ishan opens with him. Let's take the best scenario. The best place to fit Ishan Kishan is 1 and 2. Virat at 3. Then you open up 4. 4 is locked in with Shreyas
Shreyas
Iyer. And
Iyer.
as you mentioned yesterday in your read for me,
Is
that
it-
Viv Richards and
AB de Villiers are the only
two
players
with that average and that
in the
strike
strike
rate.
rate. Yeah.
And Rahul Dravid said that we had been backing the likes of, say, Rohit, Ishan Kishan, KL Rahul, and Rishabh Pant, and unfortunately all 3 got injured. He said, "Where's the experimentation? It's only because of the fact that they got injured that we had to fill those holes." So that's 4. That leaves 5. Pandya at 6 or Pandya at 5. So that leaves 6.
Yeah.
So is Shubman Gill your finisher? He's not.
Shubman is not your finisher.
yeah, Shubman, I mean, all the success, the great success that Ishan Kishan and Shubman Gill both have had have been as openers. So, I mean, both of them are not comfortable playing anywhere down the order.
But I think with the form that Shubman Gill was at the start of this year, and he has shown some form in the T20. So I think Rohit and Shubman will open. Virat at number 3.
No, but hang on. But when you make these decisions, and thank God we're not in that Indian dressing room, when you're making the decision, then you're looking at balance.
Yeah.
So let's look at 1 and 2. Okay, you're saying either Shubman or Ishan Kishan at 2. If it is Shubman, what happens to Ishan? And we are having a problem fitting him into this lineup, but you know that he has to play. 4 is locked with Shreyas Iyer, 5 is Pandya, 7 is Jadeja.
Yeah.
So you only have one slot open, which is 6 as things stand. First game, India-Pakistan. Now you want to put Tilak Verma in there, you want to put Surya Kumar Yadav in there as the finisher, you want to put Ishan Kishan there as the finisher. That's the call they're going to take, that's the call we got to take here.
Yeah.
So let's not go into where Shubman plays and all, because if he plays, then where does Ishan play? And the way I look at it, Ishan has to play because there's no other wicket keeper. So if he plays, he goes up, because I don't think they can slot him in at 5 or 6.
I think Shubman, out of Shubman Gill and Ishan Kishan, Shubman is the more versatile player, as in he can play down the order. Out of the two, Ishan Kishan, I agree that if he plays, it will be at India's back of the mind that he's explosive. Ishan Kishan is explosive. Shubman Gill, of course, he has that ability in him, but can also
his time.
takes his time. Can also settle in and then hit
But
the
then
accelerator.
I'm just looking at it the other way. If you have to play both together, then why don't you play Shubman at 4? Because he's shown by getting an ODI double 100, he can explode. So get him in at 4, push Shreyas Iyer down to 5. Hardik Pandya becomes your finisher at 6.
Yeah.
Is that an option? The only way to fit both into the team is then don't think of this guy as your number 4, Shreyas Iyer. Push him down to 5. That's the only way I see both of them playing.
So okay, you think that Ishan will open?
No, I said the best way
The best
to
way.
play both of them
Yeah.
is Ishan Kishan opens and Shubman at 4.
What do you make of it? Final, and then we'll move on because we have been debating it for quite a while.
I think
Debate.
I think Shubman and this is the 11 that I think India will go with. I think Shubman and Rohit will open, and I think Ishan will play at number 5.
Yeah, I agree
That-
with I agree with
And
Vidhu.
Shreyas will play at number
Hardik
4.
at 6,
Yeah.
Jadeja,
Jadeja
at 7.
Kuldeep at 8, and now you have to take a gamble between.
I'll play
Shard-
all round also. You got to. I think you're going to pick 2 spinners. You're going to pick no. Will you pick Kuldeep, Jadeja, Kuldeep, and Akshar Patel? I think Akshar Patel is sort of someone I would want to play because he guarantees me runs.
But I'm a bit surprised by the way they have used him in the West Indies and the Island series. Like he wasn't allowed to bowl. He came in at number 4. So I think Ravindra Jadeja is their number 1, and with variety because Akshar again both are left. But with the Chinaman, I think Kuldeep provides that extra variation.
So you're looking at 2 spinners. You're looking at 2 fast bowlers, premier fast bowlers in Shami and Bumrah,
Yeah.
and Hardik as backup.
Yeah.
That's 5, but you still need more bowlers.
Shardul or Siraj. I mean, I think that's the call that they will have to make.
So you're saying but where do you fit them in? If you're going to play 6 batters and Hardik at 6, so 7 is Jadeja, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you got to put in Kuldeep there.
Kuldeep.
That's 11. Bumrah at 10, Shami at 9. That batting is not very deep. Then you need
That
to
is,
stand up.
yeah, that's why India always are on the lookout for bowlers who can bat, and Shardul Thakur is that. But I'm not too sure if Shardul Thakur will find a place in this. And I think they will go with 3 proper,
spinners.
no, 3
Then you're
pacers.
batting 7.
But
You're batting 7. And
Yeah.
that's what we've seen, right? With England.
Yeah.
And this is what Dravid was saying in
We need
that you can't
overnight
be
create.
8, 9, 10, 11 can't be 11.
Yeah.
This is where England won the World Cup. They used to bat deep. They batted to 10 last World Cup.
Man, this is how India won the 2011 World Cup. You know, you had Yuvraj Singh who could come in and bowl. And this is the point that Rahul Dravid made in his press conference. He said, we cannot create overnight batters who can bowl. They need players who can bowl.
Yeah.
So that's also another area to
That
look at.
convinces me Rakshar plays.
Interesting.
I didn't see the game last night. How was it? Skidding on, right? So Bumrah and Shami play. Shami will get bounced out. Apart from that,
And I think it's. I was reading the. I was.
so, three are confirmed, right? So you got to play Bumrah, Shami, and Pandya.
Yeah.
Jadeja confirmed.
Jadeja
4.
confirmed, yeah.
So you're looking at 4. You need 2 more bowlers. You need at least two more players who can bowl at least a full quota of 10.
and I think
Does
Kuldeep.
Shardul bowl 10?
Not sure. I think Kuldeep will play. Kuldeep will play, and I think another concern for India, not concern, but this is the first sort of match. This is Jasprit Bumrah's ODI comeback, by the way. And
bowled 8 overs in one.
yeah, he will probably bowl 10 overs for the first time
Can
in
he
almost
bowl
a year.
10 overs?
Exactly. Can he last 50 overs and bowl 10 overs? India's premier pacer.
You
That
need
is,
these bowlers.
yeah. And this is the first match against Pakistan.
No, because in his when they won the Ireland series, he said, I was always preparing for the 50 over World Cup. He was asked this question, he said, I think I am ready. I waited this long to play 50 over format, not for the
This is
T20.
also the same Jasprit Bumrah.
Yeah.
He said the same thing
Yeah.
last year and then broke down.
Yeah.
So again, will India take that risk? It's a Pakistan game.
And also, I was listening to the reports
Will
sent
you
by
take
a,
that risk, Nikhil? Can he bowl 10 overs? If that's going to be back of your mind.
I think with the videos that I saw of him practicing and with the Ireland series, I think he can. But again, it's difficult to say. You can't take that risk, and the conditions are going to be overcast. That's what.
There's a question Jay is asking us. He says, can rain play a spoil sport?
Yeah, that's what, because our correspondent from Sri Lanka sent a report and she said that there are chances of rain and it's going to be an overcast condition.
Overcast,
So
overcast,
swings.
Swing. And Shine Shah Afridi in action. And Bumrah, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. Gautam says, lots of Gautams around. I think it will be a close match, but I'm backing India to win. Okay. We know where his loyalties are. Indro Neil says, and I like this. He says, I'm hoping for a clean and entertaining match. No
Yeah.
need for any controversies. I think those days of India Pak match becoming controversial are gone. It's Pakistan, Afghanistan I'm worried about actually.
Or even Bangladesh. You never know. The Nagin dance can come out.
Hopefully, there's no controversy, but there's a bit of an edge to the match. We like that.
Yeah, I mean, the last game was
On the
fun.
pitch, on the pitch.
The
Yeah.
last game was fun.
Yeah.
10 overs, India were 45.
Yeah.
They got 60, 70 odd in last three.
Yeah.
That's the edge you
Some,
want.
you just want some banter between the two sides.
I think it's good that Gautam Gambhir and Shahid Afridi are playing somewhere. Legends cricket. Okay, let's look at the poll. It's pretty interesting actually. Do you think India have all bases covered ahead of the Pakistan game? Let me ask you that question first.
For this game, as I said in our earlier live, that for this game, no. But I think these 2-3 games will tell them that they have their bases covered or not. So for
Let's
this
get
game,
bets. What do you think?
No.
No?
No.
But 60% of our viewers have written in and taken this poll and said they don't think India have all bases covered. So maybe we should do another one when the Super 4s come
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
But
but they have individual talent. I think that's
Yeah.
what Team India are backing on.
Okay. Who will be India's game changer against Pakistan? Okay. Options? Ravindra Jadeja, Bumrah, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli. Your pick?
I think if Rohit survives that early onslaught by Shaheen Shah, I think he's going to be the match winner.
Game changer.
Game changer.
Let's not
Yeah.
get too far ahead. Fast.
Game changer. I'm backing the man who hit Harris Rauf for 6 right over his head, straight down to 6. Virat Kohli.
Okay, let me tell you what our viewers have. They're saying 41.7% Kohli, 12.9% Rohit Sharma. It's 24.5% Bumrah. And
Oh,
for me, he's the game changer. I think Pakistan, that top 3, you get them,
Yeah.
you're in the game.
Definitely.
Very similar to, like I've been saying, India,
Yeah.
Pakistan 2017 Champions Trophy. And I think Bumrah has the ability. If it's overcast, he can make it swing. If India get those 2 of those
Early
three
wickets, yeah.
gone, I think they're in the game. And then you have Jadeja at 20.9%, more than Rohit Sharma.
That's interesting.
Lots of Jadeja fans. But I think he earns his place in the team both as a batter and a finisher.
And as a fielder, he's probably the best. He can save you 10, 12 runs with his fielding.
Yep. So that's it. Just a programming reminder, we'll be building up to this at 6:30 p.m. India. And also, after the toss tomorrow,
Yeah.
3 of us will be around. We'll look at if the Indian
If-
team combination is right the way we've been looking at
If
it.
we are right or not.
That's okay. It's,
Yeah.
You're not betting on it. Yeah. What else happening 6:30?
I mean, Carlos Alcaraz finally had some time on the court because he won his first match in an hour after a walkover. And Erling Haaland. We all thought, we were discussing that, that Messi is winning all the awards. That World Cup, he has been awarded for that World Cup. So Erling
I say it
Haaland.
would be a shame if he doesn't win it.
Yeah. So I think
I
UEFA.
should bet. You should start betting.
UEFA has clearly saw that lie and they have given the award to
Thank you, UEFA.
Erling
Thank you, Mr.
Haaland. Erling Haaland was number 1 and followed by Lionel Messi and Kevin De Bruyne. We'll have that story. And what
It's
else?
time to move on. How many
Yeah.
awards can Messi get?
Yeah. And in the women's row,
Oh
US
yes, Marketa Mondrusova, the Wimbledon champion, she's sort of cruised through the net, as did Arina Sabalenka.
And Pegula.
Yes, Jessica Pegula, who has set up a clash against Elina Svitolina, who is once again doing very well at a Grand Slam since her. Yes, she actually asked the umpire
that was very cute
if my husband's match has started or not. That was interesting. Ons Jabeur, she was once again not 100% healthy, but she battled her way to the third round, so she once again can reach another Grand Slam final. And the UEFA Champions League draw has been made.
Yes, we have the group of death. But Man City always get a good draw.
yeah. Easy draw.
Yeah. That and more 6:30 p.m. India also inputs from our correspondents in Islamabad as well as Kandy.